All right, man. We have the very first guest ever to admit that he didn't like me at one point. So let's start off with that, man. Well, first of all, introduce yourself real quick before we get into that. Yeah.
Wait, which camera I look at, that one or that one?
Whatever you want to look at. Yeah.
I'm Lil Buddi, Son of Big Squad, from Detroit.
Why didn't you like me, bro?
To be honest, when I used to see your page, it was kind of like every time you would pop up on my shit, it was like this nigga clowning somebody.
Yeah.
I'm like clowning somebody that's like trying, like trying. That's all I see in the aspect of like somebody on the live just rapping to you or anybody or some shit like that. So I never really like paid attention. So I fucked around and kind of started paying attention more. I done talked to shit Sensei Woods about you. I done talked to, and it ain't even talking like, like on some talking behind your back, because you see I'm saying it to you right now.
Yeah.
So it's like literally seeing what I'm gonna do in different avenues, like certain shit, like you said, this is my first time on a podcast. So I was talking to bro to see if this would be the first podcast I did want to fuck with or come to or, talk to somebody for real. So it wasn't like nothing personal for real. It was just like I ain't gonna lie, I was on some like, I thought you was a vulture.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie. Like at that little point in time.
Hit me with the beat. All right. So first of all, I appreciate that you admitted to me that you used to not fuck with me. That takes a lot of guts, because you know my reputation in the streets, bro. So you know what I'm saying. No, but seriously, one thing I do agree with from Detroit is that this is why I stopped doing music reviews for real. Somebody had said to me that there's a person out there trying to make a living off of making music, and their only dream and their only way out of Detroit or the trap or the hood or whatever is by making music. And so I'm like extinguishing their dreams basically, right? So it's like, who am I to say you shouldn't fucking keep making music or you should stop making music? So that's kind of when I was like, yeah, I kind of don't have the right to do that. But one thing I do miss about it is I was making a lot of motherfuckers quit that shouldn't have been rapping in the first place. Because this shit was infiltrated with motherfuckers who just were like, had no talent. And it's like, bro, I'm doing you a favor by telling you to stop rapping. Now you can look at a different direction in life and a different approach to whatever the fuck you're trying to do instead of paying attention to something you're not good at all. But then I also saw the flip side of like you're killing somebody's dreams.
Yeah, because I seen it, I'm like, well, shit, the certain niggas, like, that should have killed my like vision to maybe tap in with you about some shit, because I'm instantly thinking like, well, shit, if we tapping into certain niggas that's supposed to be I'm not gonna say you like a gatekeeper of this shit or something, like you gatekeep some shit, but like you a known name, bro, like you said, you feel me? So like when niggas is tapping in, they like tapping in for the opportunity to even be able to think they getting the opportunity to get to show Kid L some shit. And then it's kind of like, if I do say something or try to tap in with this nigga, is it instantly going to be some troll shit for his Instagram or something like that? But nah, you is right, though. I do be seeing, like, some niggas on your shit where it's like, okay, bro, that's, like, complete bullshit. Like, you playing around for real, so.
Yeah, like, get out of the way type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about yourself a little bit, bro. When did you start making music?
I started making music, like, February 18th, 2018. If that's not the exact date, but February 2018 for sure. Shit like senior year of high school. Shit, really, I was like a quiet nigga for real. I really didn't care to be in the actual crowds and shit like that. Like I was kind of like a nigga that was cool with everybody. I was cool with the cool kids, cool with the lame niggas, cool with the nerds, cool with the whatever the fuck you could call somebody at a certain point in time, because I don't know, I just never really found some shit to click with, because I was too busy always trying to find myself at an early age for real. So, really, that's shit. I bounced from different schools and shit like that a lot, just from getting in trouble and shit when I was younger. And then shit, I'm the only child, so once I start getting in trouble, then niggas start getting that phone taken and shit like that. Niggas start getting quiet to itself more, so I just kind of.
So if you were an only child, so like growing up, was it kind of like, who were you learning from? Like who were you kind of grasping your knowledge from?
That's a great question. I say that because I was just telling my Dukes this shit, because me and my Dukes is like my best friend, not like basically I don't sugarcoat shit to nobody, or not even my mama. I'm one of them type of people. So it's like I was just telling my Dukes, I'm like, shit, personally, I feel like I learned from my Dukes, from mainly her being in my life only, and my friends, for real. Like, I feel like most of my generation really don't, like, depending on whatever relationships, of course, you got with certain people, I feel most of my generation learning off of the outside world activities that we able to get into and shit in social media, and just different interactions when we in school and shit like that.
Yeah, man. That must be kind of like a different route than most people probably have. You know what I'm saying? And being conscious of what you're talking about right now is a big thing too. Like, you were aware at a young age. Sounds like you kind of knew who you were at a young age to some degree.
I say I didn't up until probably middle school. Like, bro, when I hit middle school, I left Bernie Middle School to go to Brace Middle School. Nigga, when I went to Brace, bro, like, that was the first time I was seeing motherfuckers be, like, judgmental, like, clothing articles, nigga. Shout out my nigga Uriel. Nigga, that was the first time I seen, like, a little ass, like, light skinned nigga at that point in time, like, middle school, like, wearing a Gucci collar shirt. I'm looking at this shit like my little Mr. Allens, you know, like, I'm not like a super materialistic nigga, nothing like that. So it's like, nigga, I'm seeing different shit, interacting with these different type of kids from different neighborhoods and shit like that. Really, the burbs at that point in time.
What kind of school is that? Like, what is that school called?
Brace. It's in Southfield. It's like,
oh, okay.
It's kind of like, it's close to Southfield High.
No, you grew up in Detroit.
Have, like, in between, bro, like, back and forth, like, from Detroit, like, if I'm with my pops, and then Southfield is where I moved once me and my dukes, like, left from, like, around my pops and shit like that.
Okay, and so the schools, the difference is that school was kind of like people were more classy or some shit, or like more like,
I wouldn't even say
fashionable
classy,
or
bro.
whatever?
They were just, like, very judgmental. They was like, I never dealt, like, nigga, Bernie was like a more kiddie, like, everybody cracking jokes. We were about getting pussy. Shit like that, bro. Like, we not looking at niggas like them shoes, like, them bitches old. Like, I don't look at niggas like that. And like I said, at Bernie, nobody was looking at shit like that, bro. Like, we was at that bitch being kids, literally.
Yeah.
So once I went to Brace, that was kind of like a whole different lane to where it's like, oh, niggas actually worry about the clothes you wear on your back and shit like that, or they niggas won't hang with you if you not dressing up the part in certain type of ways that they dressing and shit like that. Really, that type of shit, for real.
Yeah.
Shit to make you feel like, I don't know, not idolized, but what's the shit called where you, like, you feel distant, for real. Yeah.
Isolated, right?
Yeah, isolated. Yeah, isolated. Yeah.
Can you bring that microphone a little bit closer, bro? Yeah, it's better if you bring it closer than get closer to it. Yeah. So growing up in Detroit a little bit, man, just walk us through that experience, and obviously kind of going back and forth between there, Southfield and Detroit, and kind of just growing up there.
Personally, bro, for a nigga like me, it wasn't nothing per se that I can say nothing so deep into, because it's like, I'm a nigga that's an introvert, so like, if it don't concern me, I'm not just gonna be there type shit. Or if it's not better in my, like, dead ass, if it's like certain shit, bro, like, if it's not better in my future, I don't give a fuck about it. And then, like I said, at the young age of even finding myself of trying to deal with my own anger and shit like that, like watching how I'm talking to my mama, learning shit from getting in trouble with my mama, so applying that shit to my everyday life for real at a young age. So I really kind of wasn't into that shit, like just in a sense to be able to give you such a very detailed, like, bro, I was, nigga, over on Linwood, Glendale, beating on a fucking tree with a little metal pipe, bro, acting like a fucking karate kid. Honestly, like, I was just like a regular ass kid, bro, playing a game, fighting here and there at school, but that was just out of me being the smallest nigga and, like, skinny and shit at that time. So that was just me defending myself from niggas thinking they bullies.
When you were growing up, did you think about music in the entertainment industry as like something you were gonna do as a career in the future, or was that not in your mind at the time?
Personally, I wouldn't say like do it, because I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. Like, bro, I used to watch. It's this shit, bro. If you ever look very deep into the internet, try to find it and let me know if you can find it, because I can't find it no more. Nigga, it's by Professor Griff. It's called A Damn Shame. It's like 12 or 8 fucking parts to it, bro, just talking about, like, hella Illuminati shit. So me and my dukes used to watch that shit, like, all the time, bro. So I used to be, like, hella scared to even think I was gonna be an actor, rapper, anything like that. So at first, nah, not for real. But, like, once my pops passed, I kind of was like, once my pops passed and I was doing YouTube, I was like, yeah, no, I'll do that shit now. I'm gonna fuck with it.
What do you think made you feel like after he passed away that it's time to take a try at it as opposed to before?
Really, to like not make shit too damn deep, because like I'm an open book, so none of this shit matters. Can't nobody hold shit over my head or like make me feel bad about something that I'll go through. So like I didn't per se want to feel like how my perception of my pops was, meaning like my pops left, I'm pretty sure, bro, like, damn, I don't even know if my son, like, forgive me, you know, shit like that. Like, so I'm really like, now that bro gone, and I necessarily really couldn't really tell him, like, my nigga, you straight. Like, I'm getting older, I'm starting to understand certain shit you probably did go through, just growing your own damn self. So it's like, I'm just like, what's the difference? What's my different outcome that I can make mine that my pops wasn't for real, for real? So I'm like, well, shit, I fuck with the music shit, and then like I said, doing the YouTube shit, that shit kind of led me into even doing the music shit for real.
When you saying the YouTube stuff, were you making like skits in the beginning, or what were you
Not
doing?
even skits, bro. I was doing like reaction videos to like hella songs, because I like love music. Like I always loved music, like always. Nigga, I'm talking like little ass kid doing just singing Elephant Man, all type of shit, Pitbull, nigga, Lil Wayne, all type of shit. Honestly, Jay-Z, all type of shit.
Yeah. When did the music start? What was the first day inside the studio?
Man, that shit was like a minute, honestly, because niggas was home me. I had certain friends that was doing the music shit, and I'm trying to ask them, like, bro, how y'all niggas, like, how you go, where the fuck is you recording in the first place? What do a studio look like? What do the mic look like? How is the nigga that's recording you acting like? That's how my brain be thinking, bro. So I'm asking certain niggas is talking to me like they gonna help me. Niggas gonna put me on a certain little shit, and the shit never happened. So I ended up having the auntie uncle that like asked me about like what was I fucking with. And I see your face, you like pretty confused when I say auntie uncle.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with dog. He's like a bitch. So it's like auntie uncle. So I had an auntie uncle that
Like a feminine.
no, he's a grown man but with bitch characteristics.
Okay, I got you.
So yeah, I had an auntie uncle that asked me as far as like the music and shit like that. And I ended up going to one of his studios, and that's where I started for real. And then I kind of just start looking at different shit.
Well,
different
people
qualities.
were telling you like it wasn't too motivating in the first day in the studio. Like, how'd you get past that?
Personally, bro, myself, like it never was like I never needed niggas to tell me the shit in order to do it or in order to believe in myself and to do it. I just needed the help because I knew I wanted to do this shit. So it's like once I end up doing this shit myself, it was kind of like a walk in the park after that. Like, oh, okay, this is what you niggas was holding out on telling me for. I see why. Like, and then just the more I progress and shit, I really be like, damn, I really do see why. Like, I really like, I do this shit for real. Like, yeah. And I say that like humbly, confidently for real.
What was it for reciprocation like on your first song?
I had dropped this one shit called Playboy. First week I dropped it, I got like 400 plays. And it wasn't like no city shit or city sounding shit. It was kind of like, it was like a Playboy Cardi type beat, but I was rapping in my own style in a sense, for real.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
When you seen 400 views and anything like that, is that a motivator or is that kind of like, all right, whatever?
No, that shit was a motivator because I was getting like 1,000 views and shit like that when I first did the reaction videos on certain songs. So I was doing them like, bro, I'm not about to keep reacting to other niggas shit, and like I can do this. Like I'm sitting playing around, rapping high as hell, rapping like this, and I'm like, bro, I can do this shit for real. And yeah, that's how I just tapped into that for real.
For sure. How'd you get acquainted with my boy Rio and everybody back here, man, the Project Boys and stuff like that?
Personally, I wouldn't say so in too depth, and that's the point of me growing as a person and as an artist and just myself, like new things for me and shit like that. But honestly, through the Big Squad family for real. So that's exactly how I go from that point. Like me being the only child, like you were saying, on that type of time too. So this type of shit be new for me too, to even reach out to certain things, because I'm not used to reaching out for certain, like, I don't know, like gestures that I would think is gonna get given and shit like that towards me or something like that. So honestly, that's why I personally do fuck with them, because it's a different insight that I never seen from out of people genuinely tapping in, people genuinely fucking with you for you in a sense. Like I didn't have to do no gimmicks. I didn't have to go no crazy gimmick on social media or nothing like that in order to have certain genuine connections that go on for real.
For sure. I'll talk about what have you been working with Big Squad. What have you got done with them so far?
Shit, I got a song with Scoob. I got some shit with Mark White and in the works for sure. We damn near we supposed to be making like a tape, like a short tape or so. I got an open Honcho supposed to be on Project Point Honcho. I got some shit with Cap. Shout out Cap. Daytona Cap, Lil Cappy. You know who that is, right?
No.
He's a Big Squad affiliate as well. He are different too. And yeah, like honestly, that's and then I kind of just I be like locked in within like making sure I'm better in myself.
Talk about the song with Scoob, man. How'd the process go for that?
That shit was kind of crazy. I was at work and I had an interview that dropped with a certain. Bro said it was like a podcast, but he started like doing interviews. So I don't really know if he like really real podcast or whatever, something like that. Not like no disrespect to him, but I did like an interview, and I was talking about just being affiliated and whatnot with him, and I was getting asked that, and I started talking about a certain song that was unreleased, and I believe I like posted the snippet before, so School probably heard it before and whatnot, or I don't know, but I personally can't tell you how the fuck he probably. I don't even know how or what made the nigga tap in to say send the open. So it's like I really can't answer you for real, other than bro, I was just at work and that nigga just randomly DM'd me like after the interview dropped, and that nigga was like send me the open, and then I'm at work like I'm working at Ashley Home Store, hard ass fucking sofa on my back damn near with a dolly. I'm looking at my phone down there, dropped the couch, like, the fuck you mean? I'm like, you for real? He like, yeah, like, send it. I'm like, what the fuck? So I sent that bitch ASAP. And then probably, like, not even 24 hours, like, that night, in the middle of the night, a nigga sent me a video, and then he sent me the MP3 file. And I was like, damn. So.
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Like, not like that to that degree, where it's like, just off of hearing it, and then within 24 hours after texting, you get everything back to you and everything like that.
I try to be like that. That's how much I'm telling you. Like, I'm really that nigga. Like, I'm like really sweet. Like for real.
And talk about what you did with what you do with the music after, and talk about just the outcome of everything at the end of the
day. Excuse me. With that song, I'm like, I got the one where it's just me on it. So I plan on releasing the one with just me, so I'm not just instantly just dropping some shit with him, and it's like, nigga, who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who is you on the song with Sada Baby? It's like, I want to gain and push, get my own name up. So it's like, nigga, this is a Sada Baby and Lil Buddi track, like, or this is a Lil Buddi and Sada Baby track. Like, I'm excited for the both. Not just gaining the momentum off of whatever that I know or that could potentially come off of him.
Like kind of like a get it on your own mentality.
Yeah, for real. So it's like, I'd rather my shit blow up on its own as the original version first to make that shit be way more harder to where I can bring something to the table for School too off of whatever momentum my shit already bringing for real.
What do you feel like is the most reciprocated song that you have so far that you put out?
What's crazy as fuck is like niggas that want me, and I will just say Buddy Jean because that's like my shit with the most views. But that was like just a freestyle on some sick shit. But most of my unreleased niggas know the underground scene, bro. Like the underground scene and the music is like very strong for real. So it's like, my nigga, I can go to some underground shit and perform some unreleased shit, and motherfuckers are rapping that shit because it's like, they listen to the snippets we randomly post on the Instagram and shit like that, or they really tap in enough to try to care about whatever the fuck we smallly or bigly put out on some shit.
Yeah, as long as a certain amount of people are fucking with you, then you're gonna. If you have 1,000 people come see a show that you're at, even if you're an opener, 20, 30 of them know who you are, and they'll rock with you at the mini stage, or if you open up for somebody, they'll rock with you and show support and show love. But there's also like a lot of talk about how underground artists aren't getting a lot of support either, though, at the same time.
Fuck no.
Like, everybody that was on top like 5 years ago is still the same motherfuckers that everybody talks about, with the exception of like a few new pieces that just got added to the board. And like, you're not, even though everybody's saying the spotlight's on Detroit, it's like at the same time you got to look at it like, damn, but how many people are actually like really, out of all the motherfuckers rapping, out of the thousands and thousands and thousands of people rapping, how many are actually getting a shot? You know what I'm saying? And it's really not that many.
I agree and thought the same thing in a cadence of like, but the niggas that is getting shine right now, that them niggas been working. Like, I can't look at it so like it's hard to publicly think of it like that, because niggas will look at you like, oh, you complaining or you ain't working hard enough and you ain't da. Like, bro, you don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You don't know what I'm doing behind the scenes. You don't know what connections I done tried to make or what can't work out for me or how I work, anything like that. But it's like the niggas that is just now getting that shine, bro, them niggas been working since we was little niggas. Like, since I was like 13 and 14 and 15, shit like that. So it's like, I can't necessarily constantly be no nigga that think like, oh, it ain't my time. Cause the niggas that been doing it, like I said, since being a kid, they're just now getting their flowers. And this shit really, I feel, is only the fucking beginning for most of the niggas.
That's a difficult conversation, because the biggest change ever has been social media, right? So the factor of them not getting noticed was primarily because social media wasn't as relevant, right? So some of the people who couldn't get to the mainstream just because the Detroit sound is their niche, or like that trap rap is the niche that could never went mainstream, social media gave them the outlet and gave them the exposure to be able to push that up and build a fan base big enough for anybody to be satisfied with it. Yeah. But like now, the new era has got social media from the get-go, and so like it should be happening faster now. It should be happening faster than an artist starts off. He's obviously fire. He's built a portfolio. He should definitely be getting some kind of shine or some type of spotlight or whatever. Yeah. But they're not getting that exposure, unfortunately, just because there's so many people trying to do it, and everybody's clawing their way to the top. They don't want to bring nobody else with them, because that just slows you down, and that gives you less exposure if you do that. That's the way I see it, because I've seen a lot of artists that are on top just like not fucking put their hand out to help somebody up that they could have. And it's like a problem, because in Atlanta, most people compare us to that. In Atlanta, everybody's helping everybody. Like, there is no, I'm not gonna help you out because it's gonna not make me look as good or anything like that. Everybody's.
I don't know why though, but motherfuckers like to act like they don't know why most people in the city not really tapping in with each other, bro. Like, most motherfuckers in the city not gonna fake that shit. Like, niggas in Atlanta, I don't know personally, of course, but nigga, to the image and eyes and grand scheme of shit, of how certain shit play out and whatnot and look, I'm pretty sure most of them niggas most niggas in the city not about to fake no shit for no dollar. Like, not about to fake, like, and it might seem so easy just to be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, we can, at least to a come together route, niggas ain't faking no shit for no dollar. But like, if we speaking on the cause of like reaching in, of supporting the underground, I mean, I can't totally agree with that, because most niggas ain't even made it to certain big ass routes other than a Big Sean or Eminem. And so if you really relating to them niggas, I most definitely will agree. Niggas is not tapping in with the underground or tapping in with, like, as far as even artists in the city, I feel. Big Sean, yeah, but I don't know. That's a touchy subject to touch over.
You make a good point. That's a good point. I see what you're saying. There's different levels to it, obviously. You're right. Talk a little bit about the projects you got out right now. What have you been working on this year?
Personally, I've been working on music like a motherfucker, but the main thing I've been working on is myself. Like, I've been working on myself to be able to get to a certain point to be my best consistent self, for real, for real. Like, I got too much real shit going on that could fuck up. Like, I got shit where if I'm focusing only so much into a certain thing, I'm losing out on whatever responsibility I'm supposed to be taking out on, or whatever responsibility I'm supposed to be doing, in order to where that, once that responsibility is fucked up, what I want to do, which is the music shit and everything like that, that's gonna get delayed because I should have took care of whatever responsibility was there. So I just been working on videos for I got like a lot of videos out that I recently dropped. Loving My Life with Flu Shot 'em. Fucking I've been working with this dude named Shotbox Steph. He's pretty cool, upcoming. Punch to It, that shit's fire. Big Buddy Umar. And then I plan on dropping like a tape or some shit like that, but I kind of just been working on the music. I just been getting my hours in type shit.
So it's mostly singles right now. It's not like you got a whole project that you kind of developed and whatnot. I kind of like how you said that though, like taking care of yourself before you take care of the music to some degree, because it's like, how can everything be right with the music if everything's not right with the person? Or how can you pay attention to the industry, or how can you pay attention to facilitating and marketing and everything if you're not feeling like everything's going well in like the personal life, right?
Yeah, enough to even show your face or even do certain shit.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's easier to make music when you're going through shit, or do you feel like it's easier when like everything's evened out? Because maybe some of the best music could come if you're going through a hard time and you could fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
And when things are cleared up and everything's okay, then maybe like it's harder to talk about the shit that was pissing you off, or that you know might be a struggle, or might be something that's in the way or whatever.
I think it is for sure easier to, like hop very deep into the music bag, like once the shit is going on. And I only say that because the older I got, like once more shit start happening, it's kind of like, damn, yeah, this is a fucked up time. But I'm like, once I put that fucked up time into like my notes, or I hear a certain beat and start thinking of certain shit, I'm like, nah, this shit turns into the greatest shit I ever felt, which is once it turned into music for real.
Yeah, that's fire. The directors that you're shooting with, I think I'm only familiar with Flu. Who else are you shooting with?
I shot the Buddy Jean shit with Aunt Moolah. Who else did I just shoot with? I shot with this guy named Who the Shooter before. I don't know if bro still shoot videos.
Do you take like what kind of role do you take when you shoot a music video? Are you like letting the director do whatever the hell they want, or like are you specific about stuff? And when it comes to the studio and making your sound, are you the same way? Like, are you the type of artist that curates whatever the hell type of project you're putting out? Does it need to be up to your standards, or like how does it work exactly?
I'm like damn near perfectionist, bro. Like when I go record and shit like that, like and if I got my people with me or certain niggas with me, when I record that shit, I want everybody telling me like that shit was weak or that shit was hard. Like it is what it is. Like I'm like, don't be lying, cause I'm not gonna lie to a nigga. Like somebody play me some shit, that shit weak. I'm not. You gonna see it in my face that shit is garbage. Like, so why lie? So when I'm recording some shit and I like fuck up on it, I be like, nah, that shit weak. Let me do that bitch over real quick.
Yeah.
And like even the engineers sometimes look at me like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, nah, bro. I'm kind of like real with myself. Like if that shit weak, that shit weak. Just let me do it over.
Bro, yeah, nothing bothers me more than people saying yes to everything you fucking do.
Yeah.
Like, don't you ever just want to hit up somebody and be like, I hit up Rio all the time. But Rio, is this a dumbass idea? Or is this a fire ass idea? And then I know the motherfucker's right, and that's why I call him if some shit's going down, especially with the hoes. But when it comes to
oh shit.
That's my favorite song.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
about that, man.
I got Skillet bag. Right. Okay, so the fucking cameraman bag that you was just saying, yeah. So Cash World Productions. That's his name. Shot that shit, the one mic with him. That bitch right there, bro. That bitch is crazy.
Bring that mic up.
Like, that bitch is like crazy as dog shit. Like, yeah. I'm not like, when I tell you, bro, and I don't know if you like have like sat to actually hear my shit, like when I tell you, like I'm looking you dead in your eyes, like I'm really that nigga, like for real. Like on everything I love, like I'm so serious. And it's like when you hear it and my connection to hearing that beat, I instantly thought of the props of Skilla, cause I'm like, bro, this is I could hear Skilla talking crazy on this bitch, like this whole beat. So once I thought of the point of Skilla snapping on that bitch, I'm like, okay, no, I'm gonna just walk this bitch and call it Skilla bag, cause once I heard it, I felt like I'm in a Skilla bag. Like, let me talk my shit real quick for real.
Yeah. So yeah, Skilla's like, man, fucking out of nowhere. Like, I mean, not out of nowhere, obviously, but like out of nowhere from generally, like people knowing who the fuck he is in Detroit, you know what I'm saying, to like fucking everybody knowing who the fuck he is and considering him like a top dog in Detroit in the music scene. Yeah. It's like so inspirational to see that shit.
I mean, my nigga, imagine how I feel, bro. It was times, bro, I'm going up to Grand Valley with my niggas playing, I forgot the name of this shit, but I done sent it to him in the DM before, but it's the get off, young nigga, get off, ayy. Get off, young nigga, get off, ayy. I forgot. It's an old Skilla song, but nigga, from way back then to you know what I'm saying? Like, to be around these niggas type shit, like, that shit be crazy to me for real. Like, I be sitting thinking back in the day, like, bro, I ain't never thought I probably would have been around certain niggas that I be around now. So it's like, that should be a blessing for real, for real.
Yeah, it's got to be motivational to see people around you like proving that it can happen, right?
Like a motherfucker, bro. Like, that nigga was somebody completely, but the mere fact to see him being as big as he was at the stature that he at, and as much as that nigga been grinding, and then two, like you said, as it appeared to the internet, how quickly it somewhat happened. But if you pay attention, you pay attention.
Yeah, for sure.
How quick that shit just happened for that nigga, and it's like, nigga, Tay B style is just like that bitch for him. Like, and it's like, that shit is inspirational as hell for I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Out of everything that's come along with becoming an artist and everything, what's been the things that kind of make it a little more difficult or kind of get in the way? Besides personal life, obviously, you're having to delegate, but is there anything in the music scene that makes it harder to maneuver and make things happen the way you would want them to happen?
yeah, I would really say transparency and communication, like, through everybody, like, through, rather it's artists, talking to artists, blogs, talking to artists, cameraman talking to artists, producers talking to artists. Really, most of that shit for bro. Like, I got like a fucked up mindset sometimes when it comes to certain shit. That's why I'm slowly even connecting myself to certain Detroit shit, because I really wasn't a nigga that liked to connect myself to certain Detroit shit because of certain interactions and certain ways. Like, if my energy ain't fucking with it, and I hate to sound like social media person, bro, but like real life, bro, like, my energy is not fucking with it, I'm not about to fuck with that shit for real, for real. So it'd be certain interactions with certain shit that I done had with the city where that shit be making me not want to tap in with certain shit, because, like I said, I don't sound like I'm from this bitch for real, for real.
Do you feel like taking that lane is something not of interest to you? You know, there's the Detroit sound, Detroit style, and it's harder to grow up in the city if you don't follow the cadence to some degree. But do you want to just take your own lane with it and just create something totally different and outside of the sound that's been here for a while now?
Not really, bro, because it is what it is. Like, that's our sound. And then even when I do that shit, bro, guess what? I walk it. Like, it's not hard. Like, it's not hard as in, like, to shit on what it is. No, like, I fuck with it. It's that easy. Like it's not that hard to adapt to it when you are from this bitch and shit like that. So it's like, it's not really hard, and I fuck with it, honestly, because that's where I get in certain moods when I make certain music, or I get to think of certain shit that I done went through or this or that. So different buddies come out within certain types of music, for real.
Yeah. Now, is the Buddy Jean song the highest views you've ever gotten?
Yeah, that motherfucker like that. In total, with like SoundCloud and the video, it's like 228,000.
So 228,000 total,
yeah,
all accumulation of views and listens and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're able to do something like that, that's a huge motivating factor too, right? Because if you can do it one time, you can probably do it 10 times.
Hell yeah.
And so what's the reciprocation been like from everything else after? Like, do you feel like you're always trying to reach that marker again? Do you feel like it's harder? Do you feel like you don't know exactly why that took off and everything else didn't get to those numbers? Or like, how do you look at it?
That's fucking, like, really, I feel like the supporters really want you to get to that stature of how they felt when it was that song. But I feel like when it's you dealing with some shit like that, like, the way my brain tell me is how you said it. Like, I can make another one. I can make another Buddy Jean, because when I made Buddy Jean, I made it and instantly knew, like, oh no, that's that bitch. Like, and so, like, from the shit, like I said, with the shit I got with Sada, like, I know when that bitch come out, that's that bitch. Like, it's no doubt. It's nothing else around. It's nothing nobody can tell me. So, yeah, no, I personally don't try to meet that stature for because I want new fans, like, new supporters, like, not the same Buddy Jean people. Like, I want different genre of anything, like, and mainly the most new shit that I've been trying to really get on, bro, I need the female fans, bro. Like, it be too many, like, little young niggas and just niggas.
Were you making music for the ladies? I mean, they have like a certain thing you gotta like.
Nah, not for real. I ain't gonna lie. No, I wasn't for real. I was the way I feel my music is like warning music. Like, I don't portray to be the toughest street nigga, nothing like that. But it's just like, bro, just like relax. Like it can get like that. It would get like that. But that's not what I'm on. I'm just like a chill nigga. I be worried about getting some hoes. Worried about paying bills and music. Honestly, my future.
Do you feel any type of pressure to continue to succeed, or is everything kind of like a smooth ride as far as how you get up and get prepared for music? Some people need that pressure in order for them to keep going to the studio and keep making that shit happen. Some people is just like, okay, this is just my general day. I'm gonna walk through it like this.
I say really, I fuck with the pressure. I fuck with the pressure, bro, because nothing like mid can come from pressure. I feel in a sense, unless you doing some bullshit ass work while the pressure is on you, and then the ending of it is like, oh, bro, you've been bullshitting the whole time. It's like if you getting the pressure on you and you doing your shit like you supposed to be doing, once the end result out of that pressure is done and the pressure is off you for real, bro, it's gonna show like what the fuck you was doing the whole time. Like, so
Yeah,
not for real. It's honestly like some motivation shit for real.
Yeah. Who do you think's artists right now that are the most trending right now, man? The scene, so like right now, I haven't been paying attention to mainstream rap at all. I like almost damn near 0% paying attention to mainstream. Do you pay attention to mainstream, or are you still paying attention just to the underground?
I really I fuck with a couple of mainstream rappers for sure, but I really like underground. Like, I like straight different shit. Most of the shit that is mainstream is the shit that come on the radio, and most of the shit that come on the radio sounded the exact same.
Yeah, it's insane, bro. It's like factory manufactured music to some degree, right?
Yeah, it's like, I call it robot music to me, because it's like you programmed, you gonna know that shit. You gonna know that shit by the end of the week if you just listen to the radio for real.
Yeah. Yeah, man, the radio just keeps playing the same shit over and over again, bro. Shit's wild, man.
Back to back.
Who's been the biggest inspiration for you as far as your journey is concerned?
At a spiritual level, my pops. At a rapping level, I really say for real, and I mean anybody can feel how they feel. If you truly value the shit that you have going on and certain blessings that pop up, I would think that you would say the other answer that I'm about to say, and personally that would be, you feel me, like certain shit with Sada, like certain shit he done went through, or having a 1 million follower page to get that bitch deleted, and then you still going, you still hit M's. You still, you know, like, nigga, you still able to take care of yourself, your family. That I look at everything to motivate me for real, bro. So yeah.
With Sada, that's one of those people that transcended like using social media as the only means to making your money, right? There's some rappers that if you take away their Instagram page, then you literally just took away their future and took away their career. Sada Baby is one of those people who transcended where, yo, it's not even about Instagram anymore. That helps me. Yeah. That's a leg for me on my chair, but I'm still going to keep rocking and keep making this money.
You're going to hear that motherfucker wherever you go.
Exactly. Literally. You're still going to get booked for tours. You're still going to get booked from show to show to show. That's the scary part. A lot of these artists, man, you take away their Instagram, their carear is done.
Not getting booked, right.
Yeah, exactly, it's over for you, bro. Like, that's why everybody has to look at what he's doing and be like, oh, man, like, we got to put a lot into Instagram, but we really got to figure out how to get out of it, too.
And how to have a fan base, for real. Like, that's the main thing I've really been trying to do with being an introvert. Like, try to show my personality within the songs. For real, instead of doing Instagram gimmicks and certain shit that I could do to get the attention on social media.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, fuck that, man. That shit's scary, bro. I'm straight on losing my Instagram. Yeah. Look, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? This day and age, bro, like, I gotta figure out how to fucking get off that shit. Like, where it's like, you know, you're on stage, you're performing, you're doing shit. Even for your generation, bro, like, you guys gotta figure that shit out, because Instagram will die soon, bro. TikTok will go, like, that shit's not gonna just keep doing what the fuck it's doing, bro. Yeah. And then you're stuck with platforms that can't generate revenue like they used to. Right. Everybody's thinking because you popped off on Instagram in 2017, you can pop off in 2023. Probably not. It's not gonna be the same methods, man. Yeah. It's gonna be way fucking different. So everybody's gotta really figure out how to fucking get past it. Like, really figure out how to move on from it. Now, as far as your artistry is concerned, what's the most enjoyable parts about it for you? What have been like the milestones, the things that you were most proud of so far?
fucking getting the like signing stamp, the affiliation stamp of Big Squad, cause you feel me, like that wasn't no shit that I was just like randomly participating in or some shit like that. Like I genuinely wanted to be connected into who I went to go fuck with as far as the music realm and everything like that, bro. Cause I didn't fuck with the music shit too hard in the city. So I was thinking of what's like that nigga to me is like a rock and roll genre of fucking Detroit to me, in a sense. Like he not like a regular Detroit sounding rapper to me in certain cases. So really that, of course, fucking I had shit when I first met the nigga, I had talked to Lil Yachty. I fuck with Yachty very hard.
Talk about the experience meeting Yachty, man.
I didn't meet him. I talked to him on FaceTime.
Oh, for sure.
For like a split second and shit. And I talked to him on fucking Rio phone, like Rio the Young OG. So that shit was funny as hell how that honestly happened. But
yeah, talk about it, man.
Shit, we was just in the studio. Shit, Rio walked in, met Rio, got introduced, and then that nigga was on FaceTime with Yachty, and then I guess he gave Scoob the phone, and then Scoob was telling Yachty about me, like how much I had fucked with him and shit like that. Cause that was another inspiration on why I started rapping too, for real. Like I genuinely fucked with bro. Like one of the first underground artists was like one of the ones I was really fucking with hard. And yeah, and then that nigga just kind of told him about it and then handed me the phone. And I talked to the nigga for a split second. That shit was like kind of like crazy, honestly. Like it felt fake for real, to where I couldn't tell you how much I experienced because it was too much in a moment, like a what the fuck type of feeling, like what this shit really happening. But yeah, fucking I done been to a show. I done went to Ohio with them. I done went to a show. I seen like some crazy shit with the hoes. Like hoes be tripping. Hoes be tripping at the concert.
Seen videos, man. They just like the titties are out.
Yeah, nah, bro. Like it was some wild shit. Bitch running to the tour bus, like running to the tour bus, screaming, like asking Scoob to like get that nigga head. I'm just like in front of everybody. Like you just don't give a flying fuck. Like you just screaming this shit in front of everybody. Like I support it though. We love hoes. I love hoes, honestly.
Me too.
Like respectable hoes, like ones that don't lie. Like I hate a bitch that just be lying and she knows she a hoe.
Yeah, it's like just say it. Like
live it.
It's cool.
Like we niggas gonna fuck with it.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna find you a nigga that like it for sure.
Yeah, girls been liking that too lately. Lately, I just been telling them, like, I just want to fuck. Like I don't want to date or whatever. And then when she starts asking what we're doing, is this a relationship? I'm saying no. And that shit's been working out. So it's just like with these girls, like you just want to fuck. Just be like you just want to fuck.
Yeah,
don't make this whole thing up about I need you to take me here and take me there and take me. Like stop, bro. Like why are you embarrassing yourself? It's never gonna happen. Yeah. This is a statement I need to make right now. I'm not dating. I'm never going to date anybody I met on Instagram. So if I hit you up on Instagram and I DM you, we're not ever gonna date. So you know what I'm hitting you up for. We're not gonna date. It's not. We're just having fun. We're going to have a good time. You get to live like a mini rock star for like half a day with me. All right? And that's going to be it after that.
What's wrong with a little IG bae? That's crazy.
As a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't. I need to meet you in person. That's why I get so annoyed with women, is because, like, I'm not going to date you, bro. Why do you always try to think, like, just because I hung out with you 3 times, now I'm going to start doing shit? No, man. You're crazy.
So where do you think you're going to find a woman in real life? Like
in person?
At the type of shit, like, okay, what's the type of shit you fuck with? Like
in person?
Yeah, like that you do in real life, because most of the shit I see you go to is like, you know, like rapper shit, you know, so it's like what type of woman do you think you about to find like in like person?
Well, I'm in a band too. I play music. Okay, I play the drums.
Okay, that's what's
most
up.
likely I'm gonna be on stage fucking killing on this. Bitch. Yeah, I'm a and then the panties are just gonna fly on my face, and that's who it is. That's the one. Like she's gonna be the one. But that's how I plan to meet a girl, is in person. I can't meet a girl on social media and then just like every girl I've ever met on social media, when I meet her in person, I'm always like, for some reason, no matter what, we're never gonna date for real. I don't know what it is. I don't care how. Cash doll?
Damn.
Oh, whoa. That's why she's different, because she's the only girl from social media that I've seen that has that chance with me. Okay. She has the
Oh,
chance.
she got that chance.
She has the
with you.
opportunity. Yes.
I feel you say
Got
you.
one potential IG bae. That's it, though.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
it. After that, it's cut up.
Wait, is this a chance or an opportunity for her?
Listen, man. As much as I want to keep going in on this conversation,
I do. Wait, I got a question.
yeah.
So like, what's your focus right now? Because I watched your Jack Funny shit on IG, and you was saying like when your legs is like crossed and shit, you like completely inner focus, and you got one leg crossed. So it's like, what you like? What's the vibes?
What's happening? What's going on right now? Now I'm being questioned. I don't know, man.
Like,
Maybe
is
you're
that
right.
something?
I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just feeling really laid back today, and I don't. It's the weed. It's the
okay.
weed. You don't see the weed smoke in the air?
I feel it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's no disrespect to you, bro.
Nah, hell no.
No, listen, this is no disrespect to him, man. It's
Nah.
just, I'm feeling super comfortable right now, so I'm just
Yeah, you
For sure.
got one leg uncrossed. You got his guard down.
yeah. You can take me out like this.
For sure.
He higher than them.
Is there anything you want to touch on before we close out? Rio, is there anything you guys want to touch on before we close out?
Oh shit. Like I said, for sure. Shout out mental awareness. Shout out me losing a whole bunch of weight. I used to be like almost 300 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah.
How'd you
Shut
lose the
that
weight?
up. Personally, I don't know, bro. I went on like a tea diet for like a week and then lost like all the weight, but I got my appendix removed, and then I just like lost all the weight in like 1 week. So I was
300
like-
pounds?
Yeah, I was 290, and then nigga, I had that shit happen, and then I end up being like 155. I'm 163 now.
Damn.
Eating and shit. but
Were you
yeah.
exercising at all or not at all?
Nah, hell no. I was just smoking, bro. Yeah.
This is a true success story about losing weight by
By-
smoking weed.
No cap.
That's
bro.
crazy.
And I got my appendix removed, surgery, and then I lost the weight, and it just been bitches galore after that.
Man.
So bitches don't like fat dudes.
Halfway. Like it's in between. You get perks when you lose weight, for sure.
Man, that's very interesting, man. Hopefully we can get a doctor to back up these scientific facts that you're just throwing down on here.
I'm telling you.
You can lose weight from smoking weed. Very, very interesting, man. Listen, bro, this was a cool ass talk, bro. I really appreciate you coming on board, bro.
Nah, for sure, bro. I appreciate you not being like a weird nigga and nothing like that, for real. And I'm not saying, bro, I'm like, that's genuinely how I talk, bro. Like, I'm so
No,
serious.
you're cool, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Anybody that's friends with Rio is a friend of mine. Cause Rio doesn't hang out with anybody that's lame. I've never met one motherfucker around Rio that's been lame before in my whole life.
Yeah, no.
And because of Rio, my DMs are filled with bitches right now, which I have to attend to.
I say,
So, buddy, I
hey,
appreciate you for being a part of this, man. Tell everybody how they can find you on social media and what tracks to look out for.
You can follow me at LilBuddisag, Lil Buddi SAG. That's on Instagram, and then YouTube. It's just Lil Buddi, LilBuddi. That's Skillet Bag out, Pinky out, fucking Big Buddy Umar out. Yeah, fucking shit. Buddy
You have an
Fresh
artist.
is out.
You have a song with an artist in California, right? Zan man.
Oh, it's a female. Her name is Hook.
Oh,
Name
okay.
Hook. the nigga from Zanman is from DMV.
Oh, okay.
He's like a super popular like punch-in artist and shit from the DMV.
Right.
Got some shit with him. Yeah.
That track's out right now.
Is that shit out? Yeah, that shit out. Yeah. I don't even know what I called that bitch. Oh, Crispy. And I got some old shit with Crispy Life Kid. Yeah, he had threw me on his tape. That was
Crispy
some
Life
crazy
does
shit.
music reviews right now too, doesn't he?
Music reviews.
Yeah, he does those on his live.
Yeah, I
man.
have seen that shit on his live. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's still a couple guys in Detroit still kind of rocking it, rolling it.
Mhm.
Again, bro, I appreciate you for being a part of this, man. High Low Visuals is shooting these productions. We're at Parallel Sound Studio. We're out.
I
Peace.
appreciate you.